everyone, my name is Javneet Kaur and welcome back to This in Canada. In this video, we will talk about Saskatchewan province. We will firstly talk about what are the study options, that is for students who want to get enrolled in undergrad, masters or diploma in Saskatchewan. What are the options for them? Then after you complete your studies, what are the permanent residency option in Saskatchewan for international students who have either studied from Saskatchewan or who want to move to Saskatchewan and have completed their education from any other province. And at the last, we will discuss about pros and cons of living in Saskatchewan province. I feel like Saskatchewan province does have a very good immigration program for international students, and getting job at Saskatchewan is not that difficulty because job opportunities are a lot in Saskatchewan. If you are looking to go to Saskatchewan province, this video will provide you a lot of information. So don't forget to hit the like button, and now let's move to our video. So let's firstly talk about University of Saskatchewan. For all the undergrad students and master students who want to study in University of Saskatchewan is a very good option. The world ranking of University of Saskatchewan is 465. That means it has a very good world ranking. It is a very reputed and very good university in Canada. In order to get admission in undergrad program in this university, you need IELTS score of 6.5 with no less than 6 in each module. But if your 3 years of study, that is 10th, 11 and plus 2 is in English, you don't need to give IELTS examination. But you have to check your program specific requirement in order to see that whether you have to give IELTS or not. The next thing is that in order to get admission in undergrad program in University of Saskatchewan, you need at least 70% in your plus 2 examination, and 1 year tuition fees for University of Saskatchewan is around 26,000 Canadian dollars. But please do check your program tuition fees and program specific admission requirement. Now moving forward towards master students who want to get admission in University of Saskatchewan. You need at least IELTS score of 6.5 with no less than 6 in each module, and you also need in your bachelor's in your last two, that is 5th term, 6th term, 7th term and 8th semester, you need at least 70% in order to become eligible to apply for University of Saskatchewan. So do check your program specific requirement, but these are the general requirements in order to get admission in either undergrad or master programs in University of Saskatchewan. Also, University of Saskatchewan offer wide variety of courses and wide variety of programs, so do check the programs you are interested in. And also there is another university at Saskatchewan in the capital city, that is University of Regina, which is also very good option if you are looking to do undergrad and masters in Saskatchewan. Now moving forward for the diploma students who want to do diploma in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan Polytechnic College is a very good option for students who want to do diploma in Canada. And in order to get admission in this college, you need IELTS score of 6.5 with no less than 6 in each module. And the good thing about this college is that they do offer co-op option. They have wide variety of programs from accounting, engineering, business, computer system technician, early childhood education and many other programs. So do check programs which you are interested in Saskatchewan Polytechnic College. So now you have either done undergrad, masters or diploma or certificate program in Saskatchewan. So what are the PR options for the student who graduated from Saskatchewan? So you will apply under Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, also referred as SINP. That is Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program. So under SINP, there are 3 categories under which you can apply. But for international student, you have to apply under Saskatchewan Experience category. So among all 3 experience, you can apply under any category, but if you are looking specifically for international student, you have to apply under Saskatchewan Experience category. And under Saskatchewan Experience category, there is the category for students. So under student category, category, there are two options. If you have completed your studies within Saskatchewan, you will apply under graduate student within Saskatchewan. But if you want to move to Saskatchewan and you have completed your studies from any other province in Canada, your studies have to be within Canada. But if you have completed your studies within Canada but from any other province, you have to apply under graduate student outside Saskatchewan province. Now let's talk about the eligibility requirement for student stream who have completed their graduation within Saskatchewan. You can apply for SINP under student stream if you have completed either certificate, diploma or degree from a Saskatchewan institute. And the second is that you need to have at least 6 months of continuous or 960 hours of paid employment within Saskatchewan. So it should not be either volunteer work or unpaid employment. Your employer should pay you and you have to have at least 6 months of continuous work experience. And the third thing is that you should have a valid work permit. And the fourth eligibility requirement is that you should have indeterminate full-time job within your field of study. If you have completed your studies in chemical engineering, you should have job offer letter. That is, in our example, job offer letter should be of chemical engineering. And the NOC code which is eligible to apply under SINP is NOC A, B and 0. So if you have job offer letter and your studies are in NOC 0, A or B, you are eligible to apply under SINP student stream. So what is NOC? Every profession, every occupation in Canada is given a code, that is NOC O, A, B or C. And in SINP, occupations with NOC code of 0, A, B are eligible. Under NOC A, professional jobs like doctors, dentists, engineers, these are under NOC A. Under NOC B comes carpenter, electrician, plumber. And under NOC O or 0 comes manager like restaurant manager or project manager. Any sort of manager comes under NOC O or 0. And you need not to give any IELTS examination if you are applying under NOC A or B category. But if you are applying under NOC 0, you need to give IELTS examination or any English proficiency examination. And the last eligibility requirement is that you need to have SIN approval letter which you will get from your employer when you will apply for a job. Your employer have to give that SINP approval letter. Your employer will get that from Government of Saskatchewan and that letter your employer will provide to you. But you need to have that approval letter in order to apply for SINP International Student Stream. So now why students come to Saskatchewan in order to apply for permanent residency? Firstly, they didn't mention that whether your certificate, diploma or degree should be either of 1 year, 2 years, 16 months. Whereas in AIPP, that is Atlantic Immigrant Pilot Program, you need to have your studies for at least 2 years in Atlantic province. I'm not saying that AIPP is not a good option. It is certainly a very good option. But for work permit, I will suggest you to at least have your certificate, diploma or degree for at least 16 months or higher. And the second good thing is that if you are applying under NOC A or B category, you don't need to prove any language skill. That is, you don't need to give any language test, which is very good. And getting job in Saskatchewan is not very hard because universities and colleges in Saskatchewan are very good, very reputed universities and colleges. Now moving forward, if you are an international student who have completed your degree, diploma, certificate from any other province, maybe Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta or Atlantic province, and you are looking to apply for permanent residency in Saskatchewan, what are your options? Firstly, you need to have your full-time studies, that is certificate, diploma or degree for at least 8 months. Rest of the eligibility requirement is totally same. Also, if anything will change up, I will write in the comment section so that you are updated and you have the most updated information. And the processing time which the website of SINP specifies that the processing time for permanent residency is only 6 months, which is significantly very less compared to Ontario, British Columbia or Alberta. And in my suggestion and my opinion, if you are looking to come to Canada and you are looking for a province which provide easy PR and has less processing time for permanent residency, you should really come to Saskatchewan. And it's only my suggestion that you should come and study in Saskatchewan and then apply for PR. I don't think that you should study from Ontario, British Columbia or any other province and then come to Saskatchewan in order to apply for permanent residency under SINP. Right now they have option for PR for both the stream, whether you have done your studies within Saskatchewan or you have completed your studies from outside Saskatchewan. But you never know when the rules will get changed. These same options were with Alberta as well, but they changed the rule for international student overnight. What they used to do is that they used to go to Alberta, get PR and then come back to Ontario. And then Alberta government saw that people are not actually living in Alberta, so Alberta is not developing. They are just coming for getting PR. But again, you never know, rules might get changed and you have studied from other province and you were thinking that you will go to Saskatchewan and get PR from there and then move to other province. So in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, you can do whatever you feel comfortable with, but I will suggest that just go to Saskatchewan and complete your studies, apply for PR, get your PR. So the first advantage of living in Saskatchewan is the low tax. Like in Ontario, British Columbia, when you get paid, most of the salary is gone in tax. But in Saskatchewan, taxes are very low, which is very good thing. And the second thing is that they don't have high insurance rate. In order to get insurance, maybe car insurance or house insurance, if you are getting insurance in Toronto, you might be paying more in insurance than your actual car payment. And the third advantage, which is very important, especially for a student, is that they have good job opportunities. Saskatchewan is a developing province and government really want to develop that province. So it has good university, good colleges and also employment opportunities very good in Saskatchewan. And the last advantage is it has a very good education. So university and colleges are very reputed in Saskatchewan. They are the top universities, not only in Canada but also world. Their world ranking is also very good. Now let's move forward to what are disadvantages of living in Saskatchewan. The first disadvantage could be it could get lonely living in Saskatchewan. Population is not very high. There is a lot of empty space. There was a friend of mine in University of Waterloo. He went to Saskatchewan University in order to do some research. He was studying in University of Waterloo, but he has to go to Saskatchewan University. He said that when he went outside Saskatchewan University, there were only fields and fields. It was lot of empty space. There was only one Walmart at some distance, but he couldn't see many people or there were not many places. So it could get lonely in Saskatchewan. And then third is that there's not much activity to do around Saskatchewan because there are not many places to visit, so there is not much activity to do. And the last is weather condition. Definitely weather is very harsh in Saskatchewan. They have very harsh winter and very harsh climate. So these were all the advantages and disadvantages of living in Saskatchewan. I feel like that advantages are more when you are living and when you are a student in Saskatchewan than disadvantages of Saskatchewan. But now decision is up to you, and I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe and also press the like button. It's very important, guys. Do press the like button and also comment if you have any question. Again, if anything gets updated, I will write in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video.